Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Reds versus Brewers Major League Baseball matchup on Friday, June the 2nd, 2023. Here on YouTube, I do tons of free pick videos, so be sure to subscribe to our channel. We do free picks every day, sportschatplace.com, pickdawgz.com, right here on YouTube, as well as across social media and our live shows. And when you give out that many free picks, you're bound to like some games more than others. And to find out which games those are, as well as to get best bets from the world's best handicappers, head on over to our website, pickdawgz.com. Click on the Premium Picks tab. Of course, while you're there, be sure to check out our latest offering. It's called the Pick Dawgz Dime Club. This is for large bankroll players looking to take their game to the next level using late-breaking information. Of course, not for everyone, but you find out if it's for you by calling the toll-free number on the website. Anyways, let's get to this one. We've got the Reds taking on the Brewers. It is Brandon Williamson on the mound for the Reds and Corbin Burnes on the mound for the Brew Crew. And Williamson pitched pretty well, so far from what we've seen from him, but he just doesn't get a lot of love from the bettors and the stat guys and all that kind of stuff like that because maybe, just doesn't hit on all those buttons. But for me, as a bettor, I like the guys who win games. And Williamson, when he starts games, the Reds win games. Meanwhile, Corbin Burnes on the other side for the Brewers, we know what this guy is capable of. But I think when the expectations are that high and you fall short of those expectations, it seems to get magnified even worse to the other side. And I think that's what we've kind of seen with Burnes here. But at the same time, we're still seeing these massive numbers like we're seeing here, minus 190 favorite for a guy that's got an ERA north of 3.5, so it's certainly not a guy that not something that, the numbers don't add up, basically. It's like if you're going to lay those type of odds on a guy that's going to pitch 5 innings in a game, well, you're going to end up losing a lot of money over the long haul. Anyways, when we look at the way the Brewers are playing, they're still in first place in the National League Central, but they are kind of holding on by a thread in that spot. It's the Pirates hot on their tails. Just a few games over 500 here for the Brewers. And, they just seem to be a couple of guys short from being able to go over the top. Meanwhile, the Reds, middle of the pack here in the National League Central, just 3 games under 500. But when you have teams that are underperformed, from top to bottom, kind of like both Central divisions in baseball this year, well, you're well within striking distance. I don't know if the Reds have the team that has the legs to go the distance with some of these other teams, especially, seeing that the Cardinals have underperformed to start the season. But I think at least the Reds are having fun and they're learning how to win. And it's a far cry from this team that started like 1-27 last year. Remember that horrible start that the Reds had to the season where their season was basically over after the first month. I'm not saying the Reds are going to be a playoff team or anything like that this season, but I think they're headed in that direction. And I think in this one, I think the Brewers is way overrated. I'm going to take the Cincinnati Reds at home, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. Our betting tools are 100% free, and the way they work, they show you just how often all the bets on the board today actually hit. Then they show you today's odds, and from there, you can assess the risk-reward, putting yourself on the bets that come in the most and pay the most. That's how you make money betting on sports.